Hey everybody, Chris Bond21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. This is episode number 22. On the last episode, we went further into Hollow Bastion to try and find Maleficent and Riku, and we ended up encountering the Mistress of All Evil herself in an epic two-part boss fight. Boss fight. This is going to be a good episode with plenty of mistakes. I can see it already. Anyway, we ended up kicking her butt the first time after I cut off screen and leveled up for a bit. Then we came back to fight her dragon form, and we beat her on the first go, although it was a nail biter, quite tension-inducing. Kind of gave me a bit of a panic attack there, but it was a close call at the end there. So when we've exited the room that we came in from last time, and this little entranceway has opened up over here, so we're going to continue up back to the lift stop to further make progress in the castle. And by further progress, I literally mean we're just going to go one room over. There's really not much more here. It's just this room here to get to the Grand Hall. And this room might look familiar because this is where we were. Well, not really were, but we saw this earlier. So here are all of the princesses that have been kidnapped. So we got Snow White over here, Alice here, we got Belle over here, and on the other side we've got Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, and Jasmine. So like I said, the princesses in Kingdom Hearts are not exactly the princesses from normal, I guess, Disney princesses. Like, you know, the official Disney princess roster. Like, I think I went over this in one of the previous episodes. But yeah, it's not exactly the same. Also, Snow White here, Aurora, and Cinderella, yeah, they're important in a later game in the series. We get to learn a little bit more about their backstory and how Maleficent kind of knew about the princesses in general. But that's for later. So we're going to head up here and basically enter another cutscene. A long one, trust me.
Kairi, open your eyes.
It's no use. That girl has lost her heart. She cannot wake up.
What? You're not Riku?
The keyhole cannot be completed so long as the last Princess of Heart still sleeps.
The princess? Kairi's a princess?
Yes. And without her power, the keyhole will remain incomplete. It is time she awakened.
Whoever you are, let Riku go. Give him back his heart.
But first, you must give the princess back her heart.
What's...
Don't you see yet? The princess's heart is responding. It has been there all along. Kairi's heart rests within you.
Kairi's inside me?
I know all that there is to know.
Tell me, who are you?
It is I, Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness. So, I shall release you now, Princess. Complete the keyhole with your power. Open the door. Lead me into everlasting darkness.
Sora! Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart.
Most badass start to a fight in this series right there. So yeah, this is a one-on-one fight with Riku, or rather Ansem possessed Riku, and it is kind of challenging if you don't know about guard and if you've not really been paying attention to his move strikes earlier in the game. So when we fought him earlier, it was kind of a bit of a training run as to how to fight him here. So you can still use guard on him, which I recommend because sometimes his moveset does get a little dicey. Also, he still has the same moves he has from the Destiny Islands, where he'll guard you and give you like a second to like hit him back. He's got that little twirl move. So this fight gave me such hell when I first played Kingdom Hearts, because I actually didn't really understand how to use guard, and I didn't think you could use guard on fights like this. So I didn't even think to use it on him, because I assumed you just couldn't. I figured he would just go through your stuff. Also, he's got a couple of moves that hurt a lot if you're not prepared, and I probably was the right level, but I just wasn't really paying attention. So I had to rewatch that cutscene we just saw like about 6,000 times, it felt like, when I was younger, and it was such a pain in the ass, because in this version, in Final Mix, you can skip the cutscenes, or at least I should say in the HD collections you can skip the cutscenes, but in the original game, you had to sit through all the cutscenes, and I'm going to put Ariel on real fast, because I just don't want to die. I just want to kick his butt, and we're already down to 2 health bars. So this is a fun little fight. It's a little annoying because Donald and Goofy on here, but considering how much and often they die, Donald and Goofy being in your party are just sort of there to give you a bit of help. So there's a cool thing you can do here with this move. So he's going to throw these like laser discs at you, and it's a little hard to line it up, but I'm going to try to see if I can do it. But if you dodge out of the way and you quickly guard, you can actually send them back at him. I don't think I did it, but let me see if I can do it real fast. Nope, he's going to do the other move. I'm going to quickly heal because I don't want to die. Yes, you can hit those back at him. It's a little hard to gauge. Camera doesn't always cooperate because this is a small platform we're fighting him on. I'm going to try to get him down to green. I'm going to try to do that. He's also going to do a really annoying move in a second. So yeah, he's going to charge up here, and it should be showing it out now, and I'm going to hit him back. Yep, so I get 68 tech points. I think it's because I have the double tech points on from my ability. But yeah, eventually at the end of this fight, he's going to stay in this sort of overdrive mode where his hand is glowing like that, or the Keyblade. It's not the Keyblade, it's its hand. And then you kind of just got to wail on him. Now, if you can get him down to at least about halfway health, that's good, because he's going to do a move that becomes almost impossible for you to hit him on. And I might actually not get to show that because I'm doing pretty good here. Usually, yep, that's it. Okay, so it's this move here. He's going to jump around the field and quickly stab you. But if you head here towards the edge of the platform and continuously glide, he tends to continuously miss you. I don't know why that is, but he does. And that's going to be it for the Riku fight. And I'm going to just try not to die real fast here. Okay, real fast, Sora, real fast. Okay, that was another nail biter. I got a little cocky there. So yeah, he'll spam that move there that he did for a second. That weird little, I didn't really get to show it, but you can spam that a lot near the end. I got really lucky with the randomness of that fight. So that was pretty cool. We learned Ragnarok. Not to be confused with Thor Ragnarok, but yeah, Ragnarok.
Riku!
Sora, look! Oh, the keyhole! It won't work! The keyhole's not finished yet!
What can we do?
Maybe we gotta go wake Kyrie up.
I think you're right. If we can free her heart... But how? A keyblade that unlocks people's hearts. I wonder.
Sora? Sora! Hold on!
Sora! What's happening to me? Falling into darkness.
Sora? Are you really
No, he can't be. I won't let him go!
So, you have awakened at last, Princess. The keyhole is now complete. You have served your purpose, but now it's over.
Do you think we can stop him all by ourselves?
I don't know.
Impossible.
No! You won't use me for this!
Riku!
You've gotta run! The Heartless are coming!
What about the keyhole?
Let's just get out of here!
So yeah, that just happened. Now that blew my mind when I first saw that when I first played Kingdom Hearts. You know, Sora basically just picks up this Keyblade and impales himself to save Kairi. It's a really, really beautiful scene, but it's also shocking because considering this isn't really, I mean, people often say Kingdom Hearts is like a baby game because it's Donald and Goofy, but yet there's so many like adult themes and symbolic things and references and all of this stuff about hearts and losing your heart, and it gets more complicated as the series goes on, and it's pretty basic right here, but like that's a pretty deep thing right there. He sacrificed himself to save Kairi. You know, that's not like, I mean, that's a pretty big thing to see, and he impaled himself basically, let's be honest here. So now we are a Heartless because Sora has lost his heart, so technically this is still Sora just as a Heartless. We can't really do anything and we can't attack as one, but there's a reason for why we are playing as a Heartless right now, and at the time I guess some people thought it was maybe just a cool little Easter egg, like, oh well, Sora lost his heart, so clearly we can be a Heartless at this point. But this actually was meant to sort of connect to things that happen later in the series, because this whole event of Sora losing his heart, it created a whole bunch of other issues that sprouted up in the later games. So what you're supposed to do, excuse me, I just had a little bit of gas right there for a second, little burp. Anyway, what you're supposed to be doing here is jumping down to the palace gates. Actually, I landed, well, actually didn't know you could land there. I figured it was going to fade out. We're heading back towards the lobby inside the castle, which at this point you can't really get to because we can't actually activate the elevators. So what you can do is, if you jump down here, you'll land in the crystal area, and then you'll come back up over there because it'll let you use the elevator because you kind of have to get back up there. Or you can head here through the lift stop, and because you don't have to activate the elevator, just head here, and this will bring us back towards the second floor of the entrance hall. And this is a good spot to go. Kairi, hurry! I can't leave them behind. We can't stay here. Our Heartless is after us. So yeah, depending on where you enter, it'll change. I'll take care of them. I think the game wants you to come in from the front because Donald steps forward there, and if you look here, Donald's still in the front. But yeah, you just have to walk down here and get a pretty funny scene.
Confounded Heartless! Get lost, will ya?
Sora? Is that you?
Uh-oh!
This time I'll protect you. Sora!
Kairi!
Kairi, thank you. Sora!
Sora!
Go now!
Come with us!
I told you before, I'm not leaving without Belle. Now go! The Heartless are coming.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Tell me what happened. So the darkness is flowing out of that keyhole.
No wonder there are more and more Heartless everywhere. The only way to stop them is...
Seal the keyhole, right?
Maybe, but no one knows what will happen once it's sealed.
Well, we can't just stay here. We have to do something. I've got a friend back there.
That's right. You have one more friend to worry about. Riku's Keyblade must have been born of the captive princess's hearts. Just like that keyhole you saw. Of course, without Kairi's heart, it remained incomplete. Once that Keyblade was destroyed, the princess's hearts should have been freed. Don't worry, Sora. If anyone can save your friend, you can.
So yes, we've escaped back to Traverse Town to basically stay safe. I guess a lot of Heartless were swarming the world, but because the PS2 didn't exactly have the greatest, I guess, number of Heartless could be rendered on screen, we couldn't really see what was coming, so we had to quickly fade away back here to Traverse Town. It seems the other princesses have been freed as well. Jasmine apparently hasn't returned to Agrabah. I suspect the others are still in the castle too. How does he know that? Like, how does he know she hasn't gone back to Agrabah? Does he have like a connection to Aladdin? Like, I'm a little confused. Not sure why, but the Heartless are getting stronger. New types of Heartless are popping up all over the place. If anything happens to us, I know we can count on you, Sora. So basically, that's a clue as to now there are a bunch of Heartless everywhere, different types. So if we walk outside here right now, we're not going to see the same Heartless we saw when we arrived last time in Traverse Town. So the standard ones aren't there. The ones from Hollow Bastion are going to be here now. And all of the worlds have basically received a daily dose of Heartless steroids to the point where there's a lot of heavy-duty hard ones now to fight. So I'm going to just talk to everyone in the room. So are you feeling okay now? If you're not, then say so. And Harris, what do you guys say? I thought the keyhole would strengthen the darkness. I mean, the darkness is strong, but still. It's almost as if someone's holding the darkness back. I wonder what that means. So let's head out into Traverse Town. So we need to go back to Hollow Bastion, but we're having a bit of a problem because if we go to the world map right now, it's not going to let us. So yeah, here is the new range of Heartless that appear. So basically it's the Defenders, it's those Dark Side Bulls, or whatever the hell you want to call them, and they're all over the place now in all of the worlds we were in. So basically this is where the game kind of is where there's two ways to do the synthesis shop, which I haven't really been talking about, and I'll save that for a video in a little bit. But basically, if you want to get certain Heartless and find certain Heartless out there in the world, you need to wait to either this point in the game or do it before this point. It's easier to wait till the end game, like now, because these Heartless will stay forever. Like, whatever you see now, that's it. There aren't going to be any more Heartless that come into Traverse Town. Whatever you see, the spawn rates and everything, they're going to stay the same for the rest of the game. There's no changes. And I'm kind of getting my butt kicked here. I kind of thought I was high-leveled. Well, I'm not really high-leveled, but trust me, we're going to get a couple of things in the next episode that will help us out. So I just want to fight these guys off to show you that, yeah, we've got higher-level Heartless now pretty much all over the place. And it's not just here in Traverse Town. It's also in every world we've been to so far. So if we want to go back to the other worlds, yeah, it's going to be a little more challenging. Also, I'll show it to you when we get to the world map in a bit. But, yeah, we need to go back to Hollow Bastion, and the only way to do that is to go on the gummy ship. So if we were to leave right now, we wouldn't be able to go back there. It's going to void us out. So what we have to do, and the game didn't make it abundantly clear to do this, you got to talk to Sid, and he'll help us out. Sid, I need to go back to Hollow Bastion. I don't think I can let you do that, kid. The Heartless there are multiplying by the minute. They'd eat your ship up. Then what can we do? Simple. Go around them instead of through them. I install a new navigational gummy and take a new route. A new gummy from where? The Secret Waterway. When I came here 9 years ago, I stored it in there in case I ever needed it. Never thought a kid would be the one to use it. Yeah, so that's basically it. He'll give us the hint to go to the Secret Waterway. And at the end of the hallway, which I didn't really show off when we were in there in the last episode. Also, this is the shortcut I mentioned from earlier in the game, where you can jump over the boxes once you get high jump. So yeah, there's going to be wizards now in the alleyways. It's a lot of the Hollow Bastion Heartless. They're all over the place now. Like, literally everywhere. Every world that you've been to has different Heartless now. So it's a little bit easier to do the synthesis shop now, because you'll know if you're following a guide. Basically, guides are broken up into two little sections. One section has Heartless before you finish Hollow Bastion, and Heartless that are appearing after you finish the first section of Hollow Bastion. Because we're not technically done with it yet, because we didn't seal the keyhole. We do have to go back there, so I'm just going to try to fight this. No, I don't want to fight the wizard, because he's just going to take 20 minutes to respawn. So let's just get into the waterway and continue. So Kyrie's already down here, which is kind of weird. I want to talk to her real fast. What a mysterious mural. It's almost hypnotizing. So yeah, we just gotta go down here and the cutscene will automatically take over. So yep, there it is. It's just hidden here in the wall. I don't know how you hide a gummy block in a wall. We got a Navi gummy! And that's gonna help us build a new path. Let's go back and talk to Kyrie. Let's go back and join the others. We should rest up. Okay.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, your grandma's story, right?
That's right. We were together.
You know what's funny? I looked everywhere for you, but you were with me all along. Finally, we're together, Kyrie. Now, it's time to get Riku back.
You think it'll ever be the same again between us? Riku's lost his...
When I turned into a Heartless, you saved me, remember? I was lost in the darkness. I couldn't find my way. As I stumbled through the dark, I started forgetting things. My friends, who I was. The darkness almost swallowed me. But then I heard a voice. Your voice. You brought me back.
I didn't want to just forget about you, Sora. I couldn't.
That's it. Our hearts are connected. And the light from our hearts broke through the darkness. I saw that light. I think that's what saved me. No matter how deep the darkness, a light shines within. I guess it's more than just a fairy tale.
Well, let's go.
You can't go.
Why not?
Because it's way too dangerous.
Come on, Sora. We made it this far by sticking together. You can't go alone.
Kyrie, even if we're apart, we're not alone anymore, right?
I can't help?
You'd kind of be in my way.
Okay. You win. Take this. It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise?
Promise.
Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
We obtained Oathkeeper, and I'll put that on for just a second, but I'm doing it only for a reason. Now, this is an exclusive scene to Final Mix. Sora, Kyrie, I'm sorry. So is this the afterworld? Which I think he means afterlife, but it probably got lost in translation. So yeah, this is where Riku went after losing our fight. I'm not ready. Not yet. Not until I see Sora and Kyrie one last time. Riku, can you hear me? I'll be there soon. Who is that? I have the other Keyblade. The one that belongs to this world. I've been trying to get through to you, but the darkness in your heart kept me away. Who are you? What's happened to me? Your heart won the battle against darkness, but it was too late for your body. That's why you're here, in this place of darkness, where hearts are gathered. So what do I do? The door of darkness will open soon, but it's a door we can't enter. It has to be closed from both sides. To do this, you need 2 keys and 2 hearts. Maybe you're here for the same reason I am. Maybe it was fate. Fate, You seem to know everything, don't you? Then tell me. Are Sora and Kyrie okay? Don't you feel the echoes of their hearts? You already know the answer. Look inside your own heart. Okay. Yeah, so that's a bit of a hint to what's going to happen before the end game. And that's further explained in another game in the series, which acts kind of like a bit of a retcon, sort of, but also kind of an explanation. So we're going to go back to just talk to Sid. This episode's getting a little close to the half-hour mark, but we're almost done. I was going to save this section for the beginning of the next episode, but I feel like we should just get back to Hollow Bastion for the next episode and just finish off the stuff here in Traverse Town real fast. So we're going to head back over here to the shortcut, and we're going to talk to Sid real fast. He'll install that gummy for us, and that will put us at the end of this episode. So yeah, some fun stuff as we reach the end game here. We're just going to go back to Hollow Bastion. You found it? Alright, I'll go fix up your ship. So he's going to go fade away, and we'll come back, and we'll be ready to go. Yep, there we go. Alright, you're all set. You can get going anytime. Kid, I gotta say, I wish you didn't have to face all this danger. So yeah, that's it. And that's all you gotta do here in Traverse Town. This is the last time you come here. And after this, it's pretty much a straight shot to the final levels of the game. We still gotta finish off Hollow Bastion. And then maybe there's something else that lies in wait. But that's all for the next episode. I will see you guys next time when we arrive back at Hollow Bastion. I'm gonna take care of the last gummy ship route off screen. And then I'm just gonna sort of deal with what I come with after that. Also, we're going to start delving into some of the side quest things and 100% completion bits before we reach that final level, but next time will be the completion of Hollow Bastion. So, thanks for watching and hope to see you guys on the next part.